This free tool inside your Amazon ad account just turned my basic product photo into a professional video ad, and it only took 4 minutes. And if you're still paying agencies thousands of dollars for creative or worse, running ads with boring white background images, you're wasting money you don't need to spend. We've been testing Amazon Creative Studio since the beta launch, ran it across multiple accounts, different product categories, and the results have been surprisingly good. I'm going to show you in this video exactly what this tool does, walk you through the full setup step by step, share what's working and what's not, and show you the actual output quality so you can decide if it's worth your time. And I'll show you the one prompting trick that took our output from obviously AI to, wait, did you hire a photographer for this? So let's start with what Amazon Creative Studio is. So here's how ad creatives have worked for Amazon sellers until now. You either hire a photographer for product shoots, that's $500 to $2,000 per session, or you hire an agency to create lifestyle images and videos. That's $3,000 to $10,000 depending on scope. Or you do it yourself with basic tools and end up with creatives that look basic. A lot of the sellers choose option 3 and their ads suffer for it. Amazon Creative Studio is a free AI tool built directly into your ads console that generates professional images, videos, and audio from your existing product photos. No design skills, no external software, no cost. So here's what it actually does. You upload a product photo or it pulls directly from your listing, and the AI generates lifestyle scenes, animated videos, background variations, text overlays, even voiceovers, all inside Amazon's platform. The tool launched in beta around 2024 and has been expanding features throughout 2025 and into 2026. The latest version includes what Amazon calls Creative Agent, basically a chat interface where you describe what you want and the AI will just build it. Right now it's available in the US, UK, Canada, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Australia, Brazil, and Mexico. If you're running Amazon in any of those markets, you have access to it right now. And here's what makes this different from generic AI tools like Midjourney. Amazon AI is trained on trillions of shopping signals. It knows what converts, it understands e-commerce context. When you ask it to create a lifestyle image for dog treats, it's not just making something pretty, it's making something designed to sell on Amazon specifically. Now the data backs this up. Sellers testing AI generated creatives against their manual creatives are seeing up to a 40% higher click-through rate. That's not a small improvement. That's the difference between a profitable campaign and a losing one. So if you're running sponsored brand, sponsored display, or any Amazon ad format that uses images or videos, this tool is relevant to you. And since it's free, there's no reason for you not to test it. Okay, now let's look at how to access and set up. So a lot of Amazon tools out there are buried somewhere in Seller Central where you will never find them. Creative Studio is actually easy to access once you know where to look. It's inside your Amazon Ads console under Creative Studio in the navigation. Now let me walk you through exactly how to get there and start your first project. So step 1, log into Amazon Ads account, not Seller Central, your ads console at advertising.amazon.com. Step 2, look at the left navigation for Creative Studio. In some accounts, it might be under Creative Asset or Brand Content, depending on where your account was set up. If you can't find it, use the search bar on the top and type Creative Studio and it should surface. Now step 3, once you're in, you'll see 2 main options. You can use the direct generators, so image generator, video generator, and audio generator, or you can use the chat interface, which Amazon calls Creative Agent. The chat is newer and more powerful. I'll start there. And in step 4, to create your first asset, you need a product. You can paste in an ASIN or product URL and the tool will pull your listing images, title, and details automatically. This is the easiest path. Or you can upload your own product photos if you want to use images that aren't on your listing yet. And in step 5, once your product is loaded, you describe what you want. This is where prompting matters, and I'll get into that in detail, but a basic prompt will be something like, create a lifestyle video showing this coffee maker on a kitchen counter, morning light, steam rising from the fresh cup. The AI generates options, usually 3 to 4 variations. You pick the one closest to what you want, then refine. You can adjust colors, add text overlays, change backgrounds, extend or shorten videos. Step 6, when you're happy with the output, you export directly to your campaigns. The tool sizes everything correctly for each of your ad formats. You don't have to manually resize for sponsored brands versus display. The whole whole process from login to finish assets can take 5 to 10 minutes once you know what you're doing. First time though, give yourself 20 to 30 minutes to explore. Play with the different prompts, see what AI can do before you start using it for real campaigns. Now let's talk about the 3 core features. Amazon has packed a lot into this tool and it's easy to get overwhelmed, but really there are only 3 features that matter most for sellers. Everything else is just nice to have. So the 3 core features are image generation, video generation, and creative agent chat. If you master these, you got 90% of the value. So image generation, this is the foundation. You upload a product photo, ideally on a white or transparent background, and the AI places it into lifestyle scenes, kitchen counters, living rooms, outdoor settings, hand-holding products, flat lay arrangements. The quality has improved dramatically since launch. The key to good output is good input. If your product photo is low resolution or poorly lit, the AI can only do so much. Start with your best listing image. So 1500 by 1500 pixel minimum, clean edges. If your product photo is strong, the lifestyle output will be strong. Then you have video generation. This is where the tool gets impressive. You can turn a single product image into a 15 or 30-second video with motion, transitions, text overlays, and background music. The AI handles animation, subtle zooms, product rotation, lifestyle scene transitions. For video, you have 2 approaches. Quick videos use templates, so you pick a style and the AI fills the product. These are faster and less customized. Custom videos let you describe exactly what you want. So you can say show the products being used, then zoom into the packaging, end with the logo. These take longer to generate but look way more professional. Creative agent chat. This is the newest feature and honestly the most powerful. Instead of using separate generators, you just chat with the AI and say, I need sponsored brand video for my dog treat product. Target audience is health conscious pet owners. Make it feel premium but approachable. The agent then asks clarifying questions, proposes concepts, generates assets, and refines based on your feedback. It's like having a creative director on demand. It's not perfect, you still have to iterate, but dramatically faster than starting from scratch. One feature worth mentioning, auto generators. This is still in beta, but it creates voiceovers for your videos. You input a script or let the AI write one and it generates natural sounding narration. This is useful for sponsored TV or longer video formats. So start with image generation to get comfortable with the tool, move to video once you've got the prompting down, then experiment with Creative Agent for full campaign concepts. Build your skills progressively rather than trying everything at once. Now let's get into the juicy bit, prompting secrets that actually work. I see a lot of people use Creative Studio like they're giving orders to an intern. Make a video of my product. Then they're surprised when the output is generic. The AI is powerful, but it needs direction. The quality of your prompt determines the quality of the output. Good prompts have 3 elements: context, specifics, and mood. Miss any of these and your output will look like everyone else's. So first, context. This means telling the AI who this is for and where it will be used. This is for sponsored brand video, targeting first-time parent shoppers for baby products. That context shapes everything: the color, the energy, the pacing. And then specifics. This means concrete details, not vague descriptions. Don't say lifestyle set, modern kitchen with white marble countertop, morning sunlight through the window, coffee cup in frame. Don't say make it look professional. Say clean composition, product centered, minimal props, soft shadows. And then lastly, mood. This is the emotional tone. Warm and inviting produces different results to bold and energetic. Premium and sophisticated is different from fun and playful. The AI understands these descriptors and applies them to listings, color gradings, motion speed, and music selection. Now here's the prompting trick I mentioned at the start. Add sensory details that don't directly relate to the product. Steam rising, soft fabric texture, warm golden hour light, gentle breeze moving the curtain. These details make the AI create scenes that feel lived in rather than staged. So let's compare these 2 prompts. The basic one, create a lifestyle image for my coffee maker in a kitchen. The better version, lifestyle image of a premium coffee maker on a dark granular counter, early morning light coming through a window, steam rising from a freshly poured cup, warm and inviting mood, minimal clutter, sophisticated but approachable. Same product, but it's a completely different output. So write your prompts before you open the tool. Take 2 minutes to think through context, specifics, and mood. If you need help, put it through one of the AI tools out there and they'll allow you to build this out. That small investment up front saves you 10 rounds of iterations later. And save your best prompts. When something works, copy it to a doc. Build a library of prompts by product category. Your second project will be twice as fast as your first. Now let's talk about what's working and what's not. I'm not going to pretend this tool is perfect. Now it is good, surprisingly good for a free tool, but it has limitations you should know about before you rely on it. The tool excels at speed and accessibility. It struggles with brand specific customization and occasional policy issues. So what's working? Speed. You can generate 10 to 20 creative variations in an hour. Try doing that with an agency. Even with revisions, you're looking at days or weeks for some output. Then there's cost. This is completely free. Zero additional spend. For sellers doing $500,000 to $5 million annually who can't justify agency fees, this is a game changer. And then quality floor. The baseline output is good enough to run. Not award winning, but solid, professional, better than what most sellers create manually. You're not embarrassed to put these in front of customers. And then there's integration. Everything exports directly to your campaigns. No downloading, reframing, re-uploading. The workflow is seamless. Now let's talk about what's not working. Brand consistency. If you have a specific brand aesthetic, particular colors, fonts, visual styles, the AI doesn't always nail it. You'll get generic professional rather than your brand specifically. For premium brands with strict guidelines, this can be limiting. And then there's policy rejections. Some users report AI generated assets getting rejected for policy violations, usually around claims or image content that Amazon's moderation flags. It's not common, but it does happen. Always preview before you push live. And then saving glitches. I've seen complaints on X about the tool not saving work properly. Always export and download assets you like immediately. Don't assume they'll be there tomorrow. And then complex products. For simple consumer goods like supplements, pet products, kitchenware, the tool works great. For complex products with technical details or specific use cases, the AI sometimes misunderstands what you need. So you should use the tool as your starting point, not your final answer. To generate with AI, then review with human judgment, make small tweaks, add your brand elements manually if needed. The goal is to get 80% of the way there instantly, then polish the last 20% yourself. Now, after all that, the question you're probably asking is, should you actually use this? Not every tool is right for every seller. Let me be direct about who should jump on this and who might want to wait. Now, this is a no-brainer if you're running Amazon ads without professional creatives. It's optional if you already have an agency producing great work. Use this if you're currently running ads with listing images or basic product photos. You don't have the budget for professional creatives. You want to test video ads and have never produced videos before, or you need scale creatives quickly for seasonal pushes. Now, you should consider skipping this if you have a premium brand with strict visual guidelines that AI won't match, you're already working with an agency producing high converting creatives, or your product is too complex for AI to understand without extensive prompting. And there's one middle path. Use Creative Studio for testing, generating quick creatives for new products and campaigns. See what resonates, then invest in professional production only for proven winners. Let AI do the exploration and humans do the exploitation. At a minimum, log into experiment, generate 5 images, see what the tool produces for your specific product. You will know within 30 minutes whether this fits your workflow. And since it costs nothing but time, there's no downside to testing. The barrier to professional looking ads just dropped to zero. The only question is whether you will take advantage of it before your competitors do. So better creatives drive more sales. More sales require more fulfillment. And fulfillment is where Amazon just made a major move that affects every seller, especially if you're selling on TikTok. Amazon launched something called MCF preferred pricing, 15% discount on fulfillment fees and $1 credit for every unit shipped. And TikTok is quietly pushing sellers towards it, blocking or restricting sellers' fulfilled orders whilst making Amazon's integration seamless. If you're using Creative Studio to scale your ads, you need fulfillment infrastructure that can handle the demand. I broke down exactly what's happening with the TikTok Amazon partnership, who qualifies for the discounts, and whether the math actually works for your margins. Link on the screen above. If you're selling on TikTok or thinking about it, the video is not optional.